What's up guys, welcome to my lather rankings video. It's been a very long time since I've made an updated lather rankings video, and today I will be ranking every lather bar I've ever tried, which totals 50 different bars. And I will also be going over some other bars that I haven't tried from lather. But before I get started, I wanted to say a couple things. Number one, lather, I think, has gotten the business model of success down to a T. Secondly, I also believe that lather has the best deodorant around, and I will be making some upcoming rankings videos going over deodorants and colognes, but it won't just be lather, it'll be every single company. But you will definitely see some lather products on those lists. If there are some bars on this list that you haven't tried yet, let me know which ones you're looking forward to trying next. I was trying to think of something like Canadian that I could wear for this, but I really don't have anything Canadian. So the next best thing I can do is just take a shot of maple syrup. That is 100% real, pure maple syrup. It's actually not from Canada, it's from Vermont, but it's still really good. So, now that we got that sugar rush out of the way, let's begin. I'm going to start off with some bars that you might not know exist. I discovered lather a few years ago, and I hadn't even seen any reviews on lather. I'm not always the first to the game with a lot of different companies, but I think I was one of the first reviewers to try lather, if not the first. This is not part of the rankings, these are just bars that I never got around to trying, but they were on the website from time to time. One is Yukon Cypress. That bar looks so cool, but it was gone before I even had a chance to order from them. Another one is Cedar Citrus, another one is Bay Runner, another one is Castaway. That one looked really cool too. I really wanted to order that one. Citrus Hops, Americano, Eucalyptus Aloe, Alpine Breeze, Warm Vanilla, and Fresh Vanilla. And then we have two more bars, which are actually newer ones that I just never got around to trying. One of them is Island Vibes, and the other one is Grapelicious. Island Vibes I do want to try at some point. It's just a coconut bar, and it sounds really good. I love coconut. For some reason, I just haven't ordered it. I've kind of missed it. The other one is Grapelicious, and I don't know. I'm not a fan of grape soda, so I'm not sure if I'll like that one or not. That's kind of the reason I haven't ordered that one yet. This is the Cedar Peaks bar. Now, this is not actually a soap bar. This is a beard and hair type of bar that they came out with quite a while ago, and I did try it out, and I thought it was a pretty good scent overall. So, starting off with number 50, we have Buzz Off. And this contains citronella and some other essential oils which help deter mosquitoes, and I just don't like the smell of citronella. So that's why it's at the bottom of the list. But you're really not buying this bar for the scent. You're getting this for the function. So that's my number 50. Number 49 is going to be a very old retired bar. This is called the Saloon. To me, it was kind of a sour, bitter leather scent. It wasn't the best leather scent. So that's why it's number 49. Number 48 is Prairie Meadows, another retired bar. This one was very floral, but like in a perfume fragrance almost. It kind of smelled like an old lady perfume, in my opinion. Number 47 is Mystic Amber, and this one actually looked really cool, but I could never really wrap my head around what the actual fragrance was. It didn't really smell quite like amber. Number 46 is Timber Spice. Can't really describe it either. Number 45 is Yankee Crumble. I'm probably one of the only people in the US who does not like apple pie. I like apples, but I do not like apple pie. Number 44 is Aloha. This bar was kind of weak. I think if it was stronger, it would have been better. This one, I believe, is retired as well. It kind of had a floral fragrance, another perfumey type of fragrance, but not quite as bad as Prairie Meadows. This one's going to get some hate. Number 43 is Driftwood Lodge. I have no idea why I didn't like this bar, and I know a lot of you guys love it, but something just did not mix well for me in this one, and it kind of deterred me away from it. Number 42 is Country Backroads. This one featured oats and honey, so I thought I was going to love it. It didn't really smell like oats or honey to me, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know what it was, if it was the fragrance in there, but something in the fragrance just was kind of off-putting to me. Number 41 is Sour Spritz. This one's not bad. It kind of smells like a lemon lime soda. It's really not horrible. It's not necessarily my cup of tea when it comes to a bar of soap. Number 40 is Rosemary Mint. I actually really like this bar. Rosemary Mint was just a really good herbal type of bar with some mint in the background. Number 39 is Rustic Pumpkin. Like I said, I'm not a big pumpkin guy. I do love the goat's milk in there, and I thought it really mellowed it out. Number 38 is Zesty Orange. This one I wasn't actually a huge fan of. It smelled more like an herbal tea with orange than it did anything else. I'm not a fan of patchouli, and it did have a little patchouli fragrance in there. Next up, we have Algonquin Bark. Oh, also, I don't think this bar has ever been released on the website, so you might have no idea what I'm talking about, but I was sent this bar, I reviewed it, and it didn't actually have a woodsy scent at all. It had kind of like a musky, like, it was either cologne or perfume, but some kind of very fragrant odor to it, and it was kind of musky. I couldn't make out what it was exactly, so that's number 37. Number 36 is Goblin Slime. This bar is super strong, and it's a really fun scent. It's like a super sour green apple type of scent almost. Number 35 is Black Cherry, and I remember this is one of the bars that would sell out all the time when I first discovered Lather. Next up we have Pine Tar, not to be confused with Pine Tar A. Pine Tar they came out with for a little while was actually more of a tea tree mint bar. 33 is Fresh Ice. Not a bad bar, had a little bit of a lemongrass scent to it. Number 32 is Cinnaberry Aloe. This one was like really fresh and it had a lot of cinnamon spice to it. This bar was super strong. Definitely one of the strongest bars I've ever tried from Lather of all time. Number 31 is Fruity Hoops. Fruity Hoops, I don't think Lather could have done any better with it. It is exactly like the cereal. It smells amazing. But at the end of the day, there are 30 other fragrances that I would rather smell like than a bowl of cereal. So that's why it's at number 31. Number 30 is Pine Tar A. This one is actually a Pine Tar bar, and it smells really good. Number 29 is Inferno. This is part of their Christmas collection. Next up is number 28, Frosty Pipers. Much better than Frosty Peppermint from Dr. Squatch. Probably the best peppermint bar out there. Number 27 is Vanilla Sugar. This is a newer bar and very popular. I'm not into those sugary type of sweet bars. I'm really not. But this was really well done. Number 26 is Santa's Workshop. This one was not the strongest bar in the world. It kind of smelled like a Bath & Body Works candle. But I could appreciate the berry and everything else in there. But I feel like there are some other Christmas bars from Lather that are so much better. So we're done with the bottom 25. Now we're in the top 25. This one was better than I expected because it said it had green tea in it. And I hate the smell of green tea. I hate the taste of tea. But I didn't really smell any green tea in the bar that I got. It just pretty much smelled like a fresh clay, a fresh French clay type of scent. It was just very fresh and powdery. Number 24, Sweet Surrender. Now I know this is kind of marketed as a women's bar. Not kind of, it is. But this bar smells amazing. It has like a really nice strawberry scent to it. It does have a little bit of a perfume scent to it. It's a very strong bar, but it smells amazing. And it's also my wife's favorite bar. So number 23 is Deep Ocean. Great bar. Has sea salt in it. It smells like eucalyptus and mint. Just a nice bar. I love it for the summertime. It also has menthol in it too. Number 22. Cotton Candy. I've never seen a cotton candy bar before, so that one really caught me off guard, and it smells amazing. Number 21, we have Sandalwood Bourbon. Really good bar. It just has a nice woodsy type of fragrance with a bourbon cologne almost. There are some other bourbon bars out there that I prefer over this one, which is why it's not in my top 20, but still a really solid bar all around. Number 20, we have Jacko Punk. This one is kind of more of a pumpkin spice mixed in with some woodiness, some oak, some bourbon. Number 19, we have Fireside Apple. This one is another very strong bar. A little extra on the cinnamon. 18 is Evergreens Escapes. This one just smells like straight evergreens. You walk outside and it smells like the forest. Next up is Alpine Scrub. This was actually my favorite bar for a while, back when Lather didn't have quite as many fragrances out there. It just smells so woodsy, and it's got a few different woodsy notes, so it is kind of more complex, and I think it's just really well done. It smells super natural, and it has some great ingredients in there, some great exfoliants. Number 16, we have Bahama. I love banana-scented bars. I discovered that when I tried Crypto Cleanse from Dr. Squatch, thinking that it would be the worst bar ever, and I just love the banana fragrance. I love banana-scented bars, and I can't really explain it. Number 15, this one was really well done. Cherry Horror, part of their most recent Halloween collection. This bar takes cherry. It's not even so much a black cherry, but it's more of just a fresh, bright cherry mixed with tobacco. And it's like the most amazing fresh cologne type of scent. I think it's great. I wouldn't even be surprised if this bar made its way closer to the top 10 than it already is at 15 just in the coming year. I have a feeling the next time I do a rankings video, Cherry Horror will be closer to the top 10 or possibly even in the top 10. Next up we have Freshly Squeezed. It's just a straight up orange bar. You get a little bit of orange peel, you get a little bit of that fresh orange fragrance, and you get a little bit of like a sweet orange juice scent in there. It really just smells like a freshly squeezed orange. Moving on to number 13, we have Coco Loco. Now this bar, if it was a little stronger, it might be even higher on the list. This one features coconut, lime, and mango, 3 of my favorite things. I think it's a great bar. It's super relaxing. It's great for the summertime. Number 12 is Balsam Garland. Now, I did hear that there were quite a few people who weren't a big fan of this one when it came out. I think it kind of became a little weaker in the shower, and that might be why. I'm not sure. I thought the fragrance was great. I actually like this one more than Evergreen's Escapes. It had a nice Christmas tree type of fragrance to it, or maybe even like a Christmas wreath. And then there was a little bit of like a berry mixed in there. Number 11. We have root beer, my favorite soda of all time, and this actually smells like my favorite brand of soda of all time, which is Barks. This root beer bar has some bite to it, and I will proudly say, and I've said it many times in many groups and many videos, LATHR's root beer bar is the best. It's not Dr. Squatch. I love Dapper Yankee, but I don't think it's Dapper Yankee either. I think LATHR's is by far the best. Now we're in the top 10, so I'll give you guys one more chance. Put in the comments what you think my top 10 will be and what your top 10 are, and I'll definitely be reading those comments after the video is uploaded. So number 10, we have a bar featuring my favorite fruit of all time, Mango Madness. Extremely well done. It smells like a freshly cut open mango. It smells amazing. It smells soft. It smells sweet. It smells just like a mango, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. Next up, we have number 9. This is Emperor. It's a dupe of Aventus from Creed, and it makes a great bar soap. It's great to pair with deodorant and cologne, which I do quite frequently. Number 8, we have a bar I probably pronounced incorrectly, Cafe Gaelic. This is LATHR's St. Patrick's Day bar. This is great because even though I'm not a big fan of coffee or chocolate, it's really not either of those. Yes, it does have a nice strong espresso scent to it, but it has a nice Irish cream scent. I would still love to see LATHR come out with an Irish cologne scented bar, if you know what I'm saying. I think they would do an amazing job at it. It could be grassy, some clover, some violet, and I would love to see that in the spring, but I'll take what I can get for now. Number 7, we have Frosted Oak. This is kind of a sweeter bar. It's not super woodsy. The oak is a nice, smooth, mellow fragrance, and I absolutely love this bar. I love this cologne. I love this deodorant. It's amazing for the winter. But number 6, we have the Humidor, previously known as Tobacco Bay. Some of you might not know that. This is one of my favorite lotion fragrances from LATHR, and it's just so good. It's a nice cologne fragrance almost. It's deep, it's rich, it's not bitter. It has a smooth sweetness to it, but it's a nice deep sweetness. It has some oakiness. The tobacco, everything just works super well. And now we're in the top 5. Before I read off my top 5, I asked the LATHR community through my YouTube channel, through the Facebook page, and just some people I know who have tried LATHR, what their favorite bars are from LATHR. So I have a top 10 bars from the community from LATHR. So before I even read my top 5, I'm going to read the top 10 from the community. So starting off with number 10, we have Fruity Hoops. No surprise there that it's on the list. Number 9 is Driftwood Lodge. And I wasn't exactly sure how popular of a bar this was, but once I saw it was in the top 10, that's how I realized that me personally having it so low as I did was probably going to get some hate. Number 8 is Black Cherry. Number 7, Root Beer. Well deserved. Number 6 is Frosted Oak. Number 5, Emperor. Number 4, Humidor. Number 3, Arctic Mist. Number 2, Barbershop. And the number 1 bar from the LATHR community, from those who responded to my poll, was the Wellerman. So, thank you guys for participating, and Not really a ton of surprises on that list, but it was still very interesting to see. I was actually a little surprised that the Wellerman was #1 overall. I was kind of expecting Barbershop or Arctic Mist, so that was really cool to see. Let's get to my top 5. Here we go. Number 5, we have Barbershop. This is hands down one of LATHR's best fragrances out there. I think LATHR has the best barbershop all around, and they have the full lineup and some of barbershop products. Number 4, we have the Wellerman. I love the Wellerman, and I think when it first came out, it was very underrated. I don't think a ton of people tried it when it first came out because I was talking about it, and not a lot of people had tried it at the time. But the fragrance is so unique. It's like a spicy Caribbean type of fragrance. It's very smooth. The cologne is amazing too. It's just something that I wouldn't normally expect to like, but it's just hooked onto me, and it almost smells nostalgic, but I don't know what it smells nostalgic of because I've never smelled anything like it in my life. It's just amazing, and the Icelandic sand in there is a great touch. The ingredients are great in this bar. I love it. Now we're in the top 3. Number 3, a bar that I tried for the first time not too long ago. This bar is also amazing in deodorant form. Grinch Mist. Grinch Mist is such a great bar. It has the perfect ratio of berries and pine, and it smells amazing. It was such a well done bar. LATHR absolutely killed the Christmas bars this year. Knocked it out of the park with this one. Such a good bar, such a good deodorant, and I would have to imagine that this one will be coming back. Number 2, we have Arctic Mist. I've never smelled anything like Arctic Mist. It's so soft, it's a little bit powdery, but it also has a sweetness to it. It's such a good bar. And I also have it in body butter form, which is probably its best form. I really have a hard time describing it, but anyone I've ever talked to who've tried it has absolutely loved it. And that leaves number 1, and you can probably narrow it down to this one. This is not a huge surprise, but number 1, we have Winter Cabin, which I think is one of the best Christmas bars of all time, and it's just a great fragrance. It has a little bit of cranberry, a little bit of orange, a tiny hint of mint, some juniper, a little bit of pine even, and it's just such a great fragrance all combined. It smells so good. I love Winter Cabin. I've been telling everyone how much I love Winter Cabin since it came out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time.